Welcome to the new video. Let's first have a little recap of the previous video. In the previous video we have grouped the list items and show the date as a header of that grouping, and during that implementation we have commented out some part of the view model, which leads to that some features are not working. Let's say this selection is not working, just delete icon and the long press to select multiple items and deletes multiple items simultaneously. So these features are not working, so in this video we make required changes to make these features functional. So we start with this checkbox, that whenever user tap on this checkbox, then that item should be checked or should be as is completed. So for that we go to our view model, and in our view model here we have different branches in our own action method. So in that we have action update to do. So this is first let's go to our UI list content, and in here we have on checked change method, and in that we are updating that to do model and sending an action update to do. So we need to work on this one. So for that we go to our view model, and in here update to do, here we will uncomment this code, and now we are updating that information in our repository, and also need to update that information in our in-memory list. So right now we have to-do list, which is a hash map. So we first get the list of selected group. Let's say if user tab on this option, then we first get that group from this hash map, and then update that selected item or this updated item. So for that we pass key in here, and we haven't had key in our method as a parameter, so we will do it in the next few seconds. So we have our items list here, and now we will use that items list and find the index. We are getting nullable from this get method, so we will use ls operator to return from here if it's empty, if it's null. So right now we have the item index, and now we will update that item. So set item index and value. So we are getting the two errors here. First we need key in this function, and second this items list is a immutable list. So we start with first with the key. So here we pass key as a parameter, go to the top, and in this update to do we pass key in it. Coming back, we are pressing Control Tab, and here action.key, and we are sending this action from the UI side. So for Control Shift F, and we see the uses of this update to do action. So in our to-do list, here we are sending this action, so we pass the key in it. The key which is coming from this for each loop. Here we are using key in the header, and here we have a list of values. I will name it Shift F6 values, and here we are accessing the key of the same group. Now coming back to the to-do list view model, and in here we have another error that this items list is a immutable list. So we go to our to-do list, which is in memory. First we will rename this Shift F6 and name it as to-do hash map, and name this one as to-do map. And in this to-do hash map, here we store this snapshot state list, and that error is gone in our update to do method. But we have another error in here when we are setting that items in our in-memory to-do hash map. Here the expected required is snapshot state list, but we have a list of to-do. So for that, here we do some mapping. So key comma values, and in here we use mutable state list of to-do model and apply add all value. So this is the change that we need to do. We are not using key here, so we will replace it with underscore. Okay, so now we have made this change for this checkbox. So let's run the app and verify this change. Okay, so if I tap on this checkbox, then that information have been reflected as expected. So now we will further next work on this delete icon, that when user tap on this one, then their item should be deleted from the list. So for that, we go to our to-do list content, and in here we have this delete on click, and we are sending delete to-do action. First we need to rename this action delete icon on click, and also pass key in it. Actually we will do it in that sequence, that in our view model we have this on action method, and in that we have delete icon on click. So in delete icon on click branch we are calling this delete to do method, so we will rename this as well by pressing shift F6 two times. So delete icon on click, press enter, and in this method we will uncomment this code of block, and in here we are sending the ID of this to do model to this repository. And now we also need to remove that from the in-memory list which we currently have in hash map. So we first get the list from the to-do hash map by using key. If it is null, then return from here, and remove that from this item. Okay, so right now we just need to pass the key in the parameter of this function, and from where we are calling this function we have an action delete icon on click. So in this action we will set key string, and in this view model we will send the key in this action, and in our to-do list content here we also pass this key in the action. So now this will work as expected. So let's run the app and verify this and delete icon on click action. Okay, so our app is up and running, and if I tap on this delete icon, then that respective item will be deleted from our list. So now next we need to work on this multiple selection. Let's say I can select multiple item after long tap a single item, and then by tapping on other items I can select these items. So we will go to our to-do list view model, and in that we have item on long click, and we will uncomment this code. And in that we first need to access our list from the group. So items dot to do hash map get pass key return if it is null, and use that items here and also update our UI state. Result enter and import this update method and enable the selection mode. So we now just need to pass the key in this function argument. So key string which will be coming from this action item long on click. So we will define key as a argument, come back to view model and pass the action.key in it. And in our to-do list content here we are triggering this action, so we also pass a key value from here, key argument from here, and Now we handle the case for long click. So now work on click function, on click action. Let's say after long click, selection mode will be enabled and user can tap on other items to select those. So for that, here we have item on click method. So we will uncomment this code of log, returning from here, and just need to access the items list from that specific group where that item is clicked. So to do hash map dot get pass a key in here, return if it is null, and use that items list in for the respective actions. And now we just need to pass this key as a argument. So define this argument key item on click, and press Ctrl and click and go to this implement declaration and define the key as the argument. Come back to view model, and in here pass the action dot key, and in our to-do list content we also need to pass that action key as an argument to this action. So now let's run the app and verify this selection procedure. So long tap on this one, this item is selected, and now tapping on other items, and these are being selected and unselected as the feature is required. So now we need to work on this cancel and delete actions, that when the cancel is clicked, then this selection mode will be turned off and the all selected items should be unselected. So for that, here we have a cancel on click function. We will uncomment this code of log, and in here we will traverse through each of the list of groups which we have in a hash map. So hash map for each key and items we have here, and now we will copy this code of log, paste it in here, use items here to filter out the selected items, and traversing through each of the selected items, and each of the selected items, and accessing that items setting is selected to false, and updating that items back to the items list. And now we will go to delete on click, and in here we uncomment this code of log and traverse through each list of groups items. So to do list for each key items, and then we copy this, cut this code of log and paste it in here, use the items and filter out the selected items, and pass these selected items to this delete method of the repository, and also remove from this in memory a list which we contains in the hash map. So items dot remove if, and these are the questions that we need to make, and let's run the app and verify this. So our app is up and running. So long tap on this item, multiple items, tapping on delete, then items have been deleted, selecting 3 items, tapping on cancel, and this action have been reverted. We will also test that, select one item from this group and one item from this group, and tapping on delete, both will be deleted, and select from this one, and tap on cancel. These all cases are working as expected. So with this we come to the end of this video. I hope this would be meaningful information for you. So thank you for watching. Bye.